Hey everyone, it's Holly from Baby Gizmo and welcome to part 5 of how to buy a stroller. Today we are tackling the jogging and all-terrain strollers, otherwise known as the sports strollers. Now the first thing you're going to need to think about when you are buying one of these strollers is what are you going to use it for? Are you a serious long-distance runner? Or are you like the rest of us and you just like to, jog occasionally and use it for everyday use as well? So today we're going to go through all the features you need to think about to when you are buying a sports stroller. You can't just use any stroller for jogging because most of them aren't built for it. You need a stroller that's specifically designed for jogging. They have suspension system, larger air-filled tires, and a frame that's built to handle the road. So since the most important thing on a jogging stroller are the wheels, that's where we're starting today. The rear wheels, you want them to be 16-inch air-filled tires. That's right. You want these large wheels in the back. That's going to handle the road. It's going to give your baby a smooth ride. These air-filled tires are like bicycle tires. You're going to pump them up when they're low, but they're going to naturally absorb some of the bumps. You're going to have a suspension system too, but air-filled tires, no exception. Now in the front, sports strollers such as jogging and all-terrain strollers are three-wheel strollers. One wheel in the front, two in the back. Now this is where it comes into play of what are you going to use this stroller for? Now, let's talk about the serious long-distance runners for a minute. If you're a serious long-distance runner, you need a fixed front wheel. And what that means is this wheel does not turn. It has no option to turn. It is fixed straight ahead. And if you're a serious runner, you want a 16-inch wheel in the front and 16-inch wheels in the back. You want very large tires because you're going the distance. And the great thing about the fixed wheel is it's going to keep you in a straight line. You're not going to be fighting the road. You're always going to keep a stroller in fixed position anyway when you're jogging, but when you're a true long-distance runner, you need it fixed all the time. You're going to use that stroller the majority of time for running, not for everyday errands. Now, if you are like me and the rest of, a lot of other parents, you might want to use this stroller for other things. Maybe you want to just walk trails. Maybe you also want to use it for everyday and occasional jogging. In that instance, you are going to want a front swivel wheel, just like this. Now, this is 12 inches. That is the minimum for the front wheel. You do not want anything smaller than 12 inches. You need a 12-inch front wheel or larger. Now, a swivel wheel means that it can swivel for if I, want to take a turn, if I want to take it for every day, if I want to take it shopping. And if I'm jogging, I'm going to lock this front wheel straight. So a swivel wheel is great for those that want to use the stroller for other things besides just jogging. Now, while we're down here, let's talk about a tracking system. A lot of good jogging strollers have a tracking system in which you turn a little knob and that's going to keep the stroller rolling straight. So you're not fighting the stroller as it's, veering off to one side. So you're going to want a tracking system, and it's very, very easy. If it starts to pull one way, you're going to adjust the tracker just a little bit, and that's going to keep it in a straight line. Now, my model today is the Bob Revolution Flex. And it's a great example of suspension systems, and that's what we're talking about next. You want a good suspension system on your stroller, and if you can get one that's adjustable, that's even better. Now, the Flex here has an adjustable suspension, and what that does is it allows you to adjust the suspension either more firm or a little bit more loose, depending on where you're taking it. Whether you're staying on smooth pavement or you're going on all terrain, and you can adjust it for the weight of your child. So really, really easy to do, and you want good shocks. Shocks and suspension system, look at that. See how that is absorbing the bumps, so it's not going to jostle my kid as much. So you want to be able to see the suspension system on your sports stroller. Next, let's talk about the seat. You want a roomy seat with a high weight capacity, and the reason is older kids get in jogging strollers way longer than they would a regular stroller. Let's say you have a 6 or a 7-year-old that you can't leave at home, but you want to take a run and you have nowhere else to put the child. They're going to have to jump in the stroller and go with you. So if you have a small seat, you're not going to want to stuff a 6-year-old in the seat. So you want a high weight capacity of at least 60 to at least 75 pounds so they can fit in there comfortably, and a roomy seat so that they're not complaining that they're stuffed in a stroller. You also obviously want a good 5-point harness, especially for the little ones to keep them in place. Now let's talk about this real fast. You do not want to jog with a baby under about 8 months. You need to check with your pediatrician, but the general rule is 6 to 8 months. Do not jog with a baby. It's too much movement for that tiny little baby. So you want to wait. You could use the stroller beforehand, just for daily walks and things like that, but do not start running until that baby's at least 6 to 8 months old. I want to mention something really quick about the versatility of jogging strollers these days. There are a lot of jogging strollers that the companies know that you want to use it from the time you come home from the hospital. Even though you're not going to jog with a baby until they're at least 8 months old, but they know that you want to use it before that. So they've given you a lot of versatility. Things like the Bob Flex. It has a car seat adapter that you can buy separately to turn it into a travel system to use with your infant car seat. So you could use it for everyday use just like this. Now, you would never jog with a baby in an infant car seat like this, but it just gives you more use of the stroller for everyday use before you start jogging with the baby. So again, if you want to look for those little touches, if you're the person that wants to use the jogging stroller from the beginning all the way through to maybe your kid's 6 or 7, who knows? A large canopy is very important on a sports stroller. If you're jogging trails, running trails, or even jogging on smooth pavement, you are going to probably be outside, which means you're going to need to cover your baby from the elements and the sun. So you want a large canopy that folds in front of your child, and you also want a large peekaboo window. This is important because if you are jogging, you're not going to want to stop and look around the canopy to see what your child's doing, or worse, take the canopy down just to peek on your child. So if you have a large viewing window like this, you can see your baby the entire time, and your baby could even look up at you and see that you're still there. So a large peekaboo window is a must-have. Now, if you are taller or shorter, or maybe other people are using your jogger as well and they're a different height than you, an adjustable handle is a really nice thing to have. Not necessarily a must-have, but it's really, really convenient. If you can adjust it for your height, it's going to make for a better run for you, and then for your partner, whoever else is going to use the stroller, they can adjust it for their height. So think about getting an adjustable handle. Also, this wrist strap, this is also on jogging strollers, and you want this as well. What this is you wrap it around your wrist, so when you're jogging, let's say, you know what, the stroller gets away from you. It's not going too far because it's still attached to you. Because you would hate to be running hills and all of a sudden you let go and then the stroller is continuing down the hill. So that's why they have these wrist straps, so to keep it attached to you. Sports strollers aren't usually the best in the fold category because a lot of times they are bulky, because the strollers are bulky, they are heavy, but they're designed to be that way so that, you know what, they can withstand your run. But you want to pay attention to the fold anyway, because let's say you're a runner that is constantly putting your jogging stroller in the trunk. You might want to look for a more compact fold, or, you know, a lighter one. The Bob Flex here folds that easy. I can carry it with the strap and it's not too super heavy. So you do want to pay attention. Also, most of them have wheels that pop right off so that you can make it more compact in your trunk. Now to end part 5, let's just do a quick overview of what you need to consider with a sports stroller. First, you need large air-filled tires. If you're a serious runner, you want a front fixed wheel. If you're an occasional jogger that likes to use it for every day, a swivel wheel that locks straight is better for you. You also want a good suspension system. You want a large seat with a high weight capacity, a very large canopy with a peekaboo window. If you're taller or shorter, an adjustable handle is really nice to have. You want a basket, some basket of any kind. It doesn't matter, just so that it holds a few of your things. You also want to pay attention to the fold. So that's it. That ends our How to Buy a Stroller series with the sport and jogging strollers. Leave us a comment. Did I miss anything that was a must-have for your jogging stroller? Do you have to have a specific color or something? I don't know. So maybe something makes you faster. I always heard, my husband says, if you wear neon, you actually look like a faster runner. Whether you are or not, I don't know. So maybe you need a neon stroller and then you're like a bullet. Who knows? So that's it for me. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel if you want to see more videos, and I will talk to you later. I'm Holly from Baby Gizmo. Bye.